What's up, everybody? It's Dave Fernape here, and welcome to another NPL interview. Today, I'm here with the coach of the Boston Bidoofs, BidoofsCrazyVideos. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am BidoofsCrazyVideos, and this is my first time with the NPL, so I'm excited.
Well, we want to welcome you to the league. Have you ever had any other league experiences before?
I have not. This is my very first time doing anything with the league, although I have actually watched some other ones in the past, but this is my first time being part of one.
Well, is this a new exciting opportunity for you? How excited are you for this?
I'm pretty excited because, it gives me the opportunity to actually battle a lot of other people really competitively, and the way it's set up also even makes it more competitive than just doing a regular Wi-Fi battle, so I'm pretty excited for it.
When did you first get into competitive Pokemon?
That would have been in Generation 5, right when, well, actually, it would have been right when Black and White came out, because that was the first time I could actually battle people online, because in Generation 4, the way it was set up, like, certain Wi-Fi systems couldn't actually connect to the Gen 4 games for some reason. I don't know why, so I couldn't actually get on Wi-Fi in my house, but they fixed that with Black and White. And then they also brought in random matchup, so that gave me the first opportunity to actually, go online and battle other people competitively.
Okay, so you feel like you do have a good understanding of how Pokemon works competitively, but a lot of the analysts and in the power rankings seem to underestimate you and put you near the bottom half of their power rankings and their team rankings.
I'm fully aware of that. I can tell just by looking at this team. Trust me, I know.
So how do you feel? Does that hurt your confidence, or do you feel...
Well, no. I mean, I can look at this team and see that it has problems. It's very evident to me. But, given that, like, a lot of the pokes that I wanted to pick got taken early on, and I know that's not really an excuse given that there's so many other choices, but when it came to what I have to go up against, I think I made some pretty decent picks, and a lot of them can do a lot of stuff you might not expect, so trust me, I've got some ideas.
Okay, so that's good. Is there what Pokemon in specific did you get sniped?
Well, round 1 I lost everything. I lost Weavile, I lost Jirachi, I lost, well, actually, I don't know if Heatran was round 1, but I lost it pretty early, too. Let's see. I mean, those were some of the main ones. Let's see,
Is there any Mega that got sniped from you?
Mega Caesar did, and even regular Caesar, too. I mean, just a bunch of real good steel types that I wanted got taken right in the first round, pretty much.
That stinks, man, but, yeah, that's a draft, and I guess you have to deal with it, and the person that deals with it the best is basically whoever comes on top. So, looking at your team and your defensive core, how would you rate your defensive core?
Pretty much non-existent when I look at this. Trust me, it's not there. I mean, I guess it's alright. I can do some stuff, I can take some hits, because I've got, Goodra, Landorus Therian's got Intimidate, Mandibuzz can take physical hits almost all the time. I guess Vaporeon's pretty good, but it's like, I don't necessarily think they have the best synergy, like switching into hits and all that.
I mean, I personally last season used Mandibuzz, and the season before that, I had more kills with Mandibuzz than Mega Charizard X did.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
half as many
that's
games.
the reason I picked it so early on, because I know it's good, but at the same time, given that my opponent can see that I'm probably going to bring it, they can just put a, super effective move on it just for it. Just because it works well when overused and, underused Smogon tiers doesn't mean it's going to work too well in draft. But, I still think it's really good.
Yeah, and also Doublade has been like the draft MVP for a couple of seasons, so...
Well,
Mandibuzz,
I needed a steel type,
yeah.
So
Mandibuzz and Doublade, it does look like a pretty good core. It's not that bad, but of course people are underestimating it, so I hope you can show off your skills. And
yeah, I'm gonna try to. I've got a lot of ideas.
So, turning to your Mega Pokemon, I see Mega Beedrill, which a lot of people find a questionable pick. How come you chose this Mega?
Well, you see, I have to go up against a Mega Gardevoir twice. Yeah, so, that was one of the reasons, and then on top of that, week 1, I gotta go up against Hoopa Unbound, so it's just more and more of a reason to use it with every single poke that I'm looking at, and I know it's not the most versatile, but if I can get, like, it even outspeeds some Choice Scarf Pokemon, which is excellent, you know, when it's Jolly, but if I can, you know, get some walls out of the way first, I can actually probably get a lot done with it, even though it's not the most versatile.
Yeah. Of course it's pretty fast, so you're gonna need that, and I feel like it does fit your team well, but just people say there's other megas that should have been able to fit there. Was there anything that you wanted to draft but couldn't because of cap?
You mean like the point limit?
Yeah.
No, not really. As you see, I got Gothitelle right near the end. That was 17 points. That was my most expensive pick, and I got it all the way at the end like that, so...
I hope you know
No.
everybody hates you for that.
I'm sure. Just trust me, I'm gonna use it. But, you know, it's their fault they let it go so long. Someone else could have taken it, but regardless. Yeah, no, I would not say that the point limit hindered me at all.
Okay, that's good. How do you plan on using Gothitelle's, ability of Shadow Tag?
Well, I don't really want to give that away, because trust me, I'll be using it, but, trust me, I've got some plans to use that thing, so I guess you'll just have to wait and find out.
Well, that's terrifying to hear, but, you also have a Leaveney at the bottom. Are you planning on using any strategy using sticky webs?
Well, there's obviously no other reason to pick Leaveney, but,
That feels
and of course,
awesome.
and of course, it was my very last pick, so I didn't have too much else, but at the same time, I didn't want to pick anything I didn't think I was, like, I didn't want to pick anything I knew I wasn't going to use, so,
Like Nose Pass?
well, you know, Nose Pass with Berry Juice and Pain Split and all that. But, yeah, the point is, I do think I will use Leavening at one point or another, but, I'm not going to tell you how often or when, because obviously it's a secret.
Of course it is. So, looking at your team, you only have one hazard setter as far as I can see, which is Landorus T, and only one hazard removal, which is Mandibuzz, unless I think maybe Hawlucha lands Defog.
I'm pretty sure Hawlucha doesn't, and yeah, Mandibuzz is, I'm pretty confident it's the only one that can remove hazards, and that was definitely a mistake on my part. I'm fully aware of that. That's one of the reasons I said it's going to have problems defensively, because Stealth Rock is going to kind of destroy this team a little bit. But at the same time, I do have plans for not letting it get set up in the first place, so I think I'll do alright.
Okay, well, that's good. Hopefully, good luck with that. Is there any Pokemon in free agency that catches your eyes?
No, not really. I kind of like what I've got a little bit. Like, I might think about switching out Ludicolo at one point, but I don't know, it could be pretty useful for some of my matches, so no, I wouldn't say anything else catches my eye.
Could you possibly be planning anything with Ludicolo with, like, Rain Dance or something?
Well, that wasn't my main intention for picking it, but that could definitely end up being useful because Swift Swim is extremely powerful, you know, when it's that fast, and of course with the 50% rain boost and stab, Hydro Pump, that can do a lot of damage. So I could potentially use that, but that wasn't necessarily my main reason for choosing it.
Do you think it pairs well with, like, Goodra and Vaporeon, which can abuse the rain?
Well, yeah, it certainly does, but trust me, that was completely random. I didn't plan that at all.
Well, it's good that some stuff worked out for you after getting stuck.
Yeah. Indeed.
So, are you excited going into the season, or are you kind of nervous and scared?
Well, I'm excited for the most part, but unfortunately there are some teams I'm looking at, and it's going to be very, very difficult for me to deal with them, so I've got to run some very specific sets and hope that there's no critical hits. Let's just say that.
Who do you think is the scariest team besides your own?
Here, let me take a look at them real quick, because, you know, I can tell you about some specific Pokemon I'm scared of, like Mega Gardevoir and Kyurem Black. But overall, the scariest team, or at least the ones that I've got to go up against, because one of the scary teams I was looking at was the Sydney Sharpedos, but I don't have to play them, thankfully. Let's see. The New York Metangs were also pretty scary looking, but I don't have to play them either, so That's pretty good. So, like, in terms of teams, I guess the St. Louis Rushing Rams are pretty terrifying, and I've got to play them twice because of that Mega Guard of 4, and then, of course, Infernape's really versatile. Then, Dragonite takes hits all the time. Magnezone's not shabby. Donphan's hard to kill with Sturdy. They've got a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful team. And who are you most excited to play?
Well, you see, the reason I got into this in the first place was because of Crobat for the win. He recommended this to me, and I get to play him once, so I am pretty excited to play him. Of course, that's not until later on, but,
That's week 7.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're all going to be looking forward to that game in that week. So looking at your division, how do you like your division matchup? I know you already talked about St. Louis Reshiram having Mega Guard of War and you purposely trying to counter that, but other teams like the Atlanta Braviaries who won the Cup 2 years in a row.
Yeah, trust me, I'm scared of them as well. I don't necessarily think that their team is as scary as the St. Louis Rams, but I definitely think I'm going to have trouble with it. It's that Manphy in particular that I'm scared of. And then the Jersey Dwebbles, like, I'm not necessarily as worried about their team, but that's not to say that I'm just going to, easily beat them or anything. I think it'll still be a good match there. I think maybe we're not necessarily equal, but I think I'm not going to struggle with it as much as I will with the St. Louis Rams and the Atlanta Braviaries.
Okay, that's good. So, what are your hopes and expectations for this season?
Well, I'd like to do well, since it's my very first time doing anything with the draft. I'd like to impress people, but I can't guarantee that, because, I don't have any previous experience with this. Just gotta hope for the best.
Okay, smart words. So, is there any last words you want to give to the viewers or any other coach watching this?
Well, I hope I do well. That's pretty much all I want to say, because, like I just said, I would want to impress people. I don't really have too much else to say other than good luck to everyone. Hopefully critical hits don't ruin everyone, but that happens all the time.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Alright, thank you for having me.
It was a great pleasure. So, this has been Dave Fernape with another NPL interview. We will see you next time.